Hi guys, this is our second video of the same chapter exploring MS Excel 2010. This is part 2 of chapter 6. Already we have learned a few things about Microsoft Excel in chapter 5. Working with cells, rows and columns also we have learned in part 1. Now in part 2 we are going to see how to create complex formulas, how to do string concatenation and what is cell reference. All these three we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, let's get inside the topic. How to create complex formula? What is a complex formula actually? Complex formula is nothing but which is having one or more mathematical operation in a same function, like 5 plus 5 minus 2. In this we are having two formulas, like 5 plus 5 is 1, and we are going to subtract 2 from that also. Okay, so which has so many mathematical operation in a single equation. So this is what called complex formula. Okay, so when this happens, we are going to follow Bodmas rule, which we are already following in our mathematics. Okay, so when you are having more than one operation in a single equation, we are going to follow Bodmas rule, which we are already following in mathematics. So Bodmas rule is nothing but brackets of, and then division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So in this order we are going to do the calculation. Okay, so here I have an example for this Bodmas rule. So here I have a number 36 divided by 6 minus 2 power 2 plus 3 plus 5 within bracket. Okay, so first we have to add the numbers within the bracket, as we are going to follow the brackets, that is Bodmas rule. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So first we are reducing this 3 plus 5 into 8. All others are same. In the next step, order, that is powers, we are going to reduce. So 2 power 2, it is 2 square. 2 times we have to multiply 2. 2 2s are 4. Okay, so here all other things are same, only this 2 square is reduced to 4. Next step is D, that is Bodmas rule, BOD, division. So here we are going to do the division, 36 divided by 6. Okay, now the answer is 6. All others are same. Now next step is multiplication. 6 multiplied by 3, 6 threes are 18. Rest are same. Next addition, we are adding two numbers which has the same sign, that is plus 18 plus 8. So 18 plus 8, it is 26. Then finally subtraction, 26 minus 4, it is 22. This is how the Bodmas rule work, and this is how even your Excel is working. Okay, next we are having string concatenation. String is nothing but set of characters. That character can be an alphabet, number or whatever. Okay, concatenation is nothing but adding these, joining those string. Okay, now what is this string concatenation? How it is going to work? Joining or combining character strings end to end, from the starting of first letter and the ending of the last letter. We are just going to join or combine the string values. Okay, we have two steps to concatenate. Okay, the first one, we are just typing two values, two different strings in A1 and B1. Now here is the formula: A1 ampersand, double quotation open, space, double quotation close, ampersand B1. Let us check this in Excel. Here I'm just going to have the word computer, and in the next cell I'm going to use the word science. Okay, so here we have different values in two different cells. These are all called string. Now we are going to add these. First cell, ampersand, double quotation open, space, double quotation close, because we are going to leave space between these two words. Now ampersand D4. So this is the formula. Now I'm pressing enter key. So that's it. We have got that as a single word. That is, computer science became a single word. Okay, and we have got a space between these two words. So this is what called string concatenation. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about cell reference. What is called cell reference? When you are using a cell name or a range of a cell for the calculation, that is what called cell reference usually. So here suppose I have these numbers 5 and 5. I can add these numbers in two ways, either by giving the numbers directly or by using the cell name C4 plus D4. Okay, now these are the two ways to add these two numbers. Suppose if I made any changes here in this values, if I Now only this is getting updated and not this one, because here we have directly given the number, instead here we have given the cell numbers. Okay, so now using the cell names for the calculation is called cell reference. And many formula in Excel contain cell references to other cells. So these makes when you use when you use cell names, cell references, the values will update automatically. Okay, so these are all the concept of cell reference. And here we have types of cell references. Actually we have three types of cell references. Relative reference. Okay, here there is no use of dollar sign, directly we are using it. Okay, so both row and column will change when you are copying this. Let me take you to the Excel and I'll explain this. Now I'm just deleting these two values. I'm just adding few values over here. Now we are going to do the calculation. So I'm just doing like C4 plus D4. Now I've done the calculation for the first value. Now if you wanted to copy the same formula here, what we'll do autofill. Just keep your mouse pointer over here and drag it. Now look this, these values got updated automatically. Look here, we have C4 and D4, but when you come here it is C5 and D5, and when you come here it is C6 and D6. So these values, these both cell and column will change. Suppose if I am copying this and I'm pasting it here, see the value has changed. It is here it is C4 and D4. When it coming here it is D4 and E4. Both row and column values will change. So this is what called relative reference. Okay, and then the second one is absolute reference. Here we are going to use dollar symbol so that it will not change. Both the row and column will not change when you are copying. Now I'm just adding the dollar symbol over here for both row and column. Okay, so now look here, I'm just adding the dollar symbol only for C and 4, not for D and 4. Okay, now let me do this. Look at this, we are getting different values because C4 plus D4. When it come here, it is C4 and D5. And when it come here, it is C4 and D6. So C and 4. This C4 is freezed. You are not changing it. Both column and row is not changing. So this is what called absolute reference. And then the third type is mixed reference. Here, either row or column will get the dollar symbol, so that only that will get freezed. Okay, now if you check the first example, dollar A 1, the column does not change but the row change when you copy. In the other case, A dollar 1, the row does not change but the column change. Let us check how it is working in Excel. Now here I'm just doing the first type, C4. Okay, so here we are having only for 4, not for C, and if I drag, it will be like C4 and D4, C4 and D5, C4 and D6. Column may change but not the row. I'm just copying this. I'm going here and pasting. Okay, it is D4 and E4. Look at this 4, it is not changing. I'm copying from this, I'm just pasting it here. Look at this, it is D4 and E6. Okay, so the 4 will not at all change because we have freezed it using the dollar symbol. So this is what called a mixed reference. D is relative, 4 is absolute. So the combination of relative and absolute together will make the mixed reference. Okay, so hope it is clear. And the next last topic in this chapter is how to copy the formula from one sheet to other sheet, that is cell reference. Here I'm just inserting one more sheet by clicking at the sheet tab. Now I'm just adding another number here. Okay, now going to sheet 1, copy this formula, coming over here, pasting it. That's it. So this is relative reference copying. Like this you can copy relative, absolute and even mixed references. So the same will get updated on this based on the values we have, based on the row and column we have in the formula. Okay, by here this chapter is getting over. Hope you understand all these concepts and topics. If you have any doubt, feel free to put it in the comment box. Thank you. Happy learning.